Welcome back to the Dirty Shirt Podcast.
This is episode 19.
I'm Braden.
And I'm Nolan.
And we're coming to you live from a great American ballpark.
And now we're off.
Like a dirty shirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Suarez delivers. Swing and a drive, left field. It's deep. It's going.
Yes!
And it is gone.
Yes!
It is bedlam at the bank as Bryce Harper has put the Phillies on top.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
His 10th career home run in the postseason. And he may never hit a bigger one.
wow.
4-3 Phillies in the bottom of the 8th inning.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Wow. Whew.
I think that was 2 pretty good feats of athleticism out of both of us.
Yeah.
That was a really nice hit.
Yeah. That was
we
clean.
Didn't warm up at all.
Kind of a bad pitch, too.
No, I like him high.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a little inside, too.
A little inside. And that's exactly where I wanted it, though, because anything other than that, I was been scared of hitting it right back at you.
Right.
And it was a decent pitch. And then that throw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would have rolled over the plate.
I know. Hit the bag. Yeah. Impressive feats of athleticism.
Yeah.
Also, so winded for no reason. This is giving, I think, episode 7, when we were on the Indian Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm, running down the rocks, cycling the camera, running back up. And then, Braden's like, Nolan, you want to read that mail? And I'm like, yeah, I can read the mail. So Josh said, yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
Speaking of mail, I haven't checked it in months.
I have. We got nothing.
All right.
You guys stink. Oh, man. No, I was watching a video just today about just this content creator, and it was interesting. And then part of it was him discussing people and what are we doing? Why do we do it? This and that. And he was explaining him and his channel, and he was the community and the way that communities form, friendships, similar just ideologies, similar mission and goal was just really interesting. And that is a key part of the human existence. And I think a relationship community is a huge part of what makes us who we are.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
So, yeah, I'm joking. You guys stink. We love you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We don't have that big of a community, but, so many of you guys that, listen, whether it's just our friends, it's so fun. And to, have you guys be oh, that thing you talked about, that was funny or something. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I love talking about it with, friends. I just love, somebody come up and being oh, bro, that part of the podcast was funny. Or, oh, I love that you guys talked about this. This is, something that we've talked about and whatever. So,
yeah.
It's great.
It's good.
I just got back. All right, I'm done now. From my trip 3 days ago. It's Wednesday. I got back Sunday. I got this cool hat from the Grand Tetons, which you saw in the intro, hopefully. And, it was a lot of fun. We did all of the Utah parks, and we did all of the Utah parks. That'd be Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon, Canyonlands National Park, Arches National Park, and Capitol Reef National Park. We kind of just drove through it, but there's not much to see there anyways.
There's some snorkeling there or no?
No.
Oh, what?
It's literally not water.
I know.
Okay.
I knew that, but anytime people say reef, I think
obviously.
I think coral reefs.
It is funny that there's no water involved at all.
I mean, reef is probably a more general term that doesn't apply to water. When it's a coral reef, it probably does.
Ah,
so
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Maybe this is a land wreath.
Sure.
Reef. Reef.
Reef. Yeah.
It's a land reef.
Could be.
Maybe.
And we went up to Grand Tetons, where I got the hat. We saw a moose there, which was really cool because my first time seeing a live moose.
You sure it wasn't an elk?
Yes.
Take a video.
Yeah. We tried to like take a video and like, did we send that to you? No. Okay. We were trying to like make a joke about how we had done that like in the past of like we saw an elk and me and the owner like, oh, we're seeing a moose. It's the coolest thing ever. And we hop out and we like look closer and we're like, oh, that's an elk. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't until we saw like 20 other elk that were like, okay, that wasn't a moose.
Yeah,
or like somebody was like, look at that elk, and we're like,
right.
That's what we thought too.
Yeah, an elk. We love elk. We're big elk fans. And then, yes, we saw a real life moose. It was cool. It stayed. It like was literally just standing. I'll put a picture there. It was just butterfly, monarch, on its way to Mexico. We saw moose standing in the edge of the water. It was literally just standing there, like chewing water chewing something for an hour, and every once in a while, I'd like sip a little. I should have looked up like what it was doing. I assume it was probably like chewing its cud like cows do. What else would it have been doing standing there? Maybe it was just cooling off.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the moose digestive system.
Well, anywho,
but
it was there for like an hour. So we saw it from way far away, and then we like went close to it, and we were like 200 feet away probably.
I feel like I would have heard if moose had multiple stomachs.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, that was cool. First ever moose sighting. I saw a bunch of black bear in Yellowstone, like 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there, which was cool. Never seen those before. But the coolest, the coup de grace, the pièce de résistance, the masterpiece of the entire trip was we saw a grizzly bear, which was really cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Also in Yellowstone, on our last evening in Yellowstone, we saw it. And actually, so I wanted to say this. I'm going to say this. Here I go. When we first entered Yellowstone from the east entrance, you remember we saw like a group of people, and they were like, oh, there's a grizzly bear here. And we were like, they were saying it may have run away and like weren't going to see it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like sticking around and like maybe trying to see it, we're like, we're in Yellowstone for 4 days. We'll see another one at some point. Didn't even sniff one the rest of the time, like a trace of one. This grizzly bear that we saw was in the same east entrance. It was pretty close to like where we would have passed those people.
Wow.
So
we should have been camping out there more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of like in between Hayden Valley and Lamar Valley, which are like two, I guess, hot spots for them. But it was just interesting that they both happened in that same part of the park, and the park's huge. So
yeah, that's honestly like an eerily similar trip to the one that we had. You hit a lot of the same parks. I mean, probably you hit more parks.
We did.
Maybe a greater. Spent more time in some of them, but
we hit 7 parks on our trip, and in this trip we hit 8. To finish off, after Yellowstone we went to the Great Salt Lake in Salt Lake City, which is a state park, not a national park. And then the last evening we camped out in Death Valley National Park, which is in California. It's my first time in California, and our 8th park of the trip. So it was really just Canyonlands, Arches, Capitol Reef, and Death Valley that I haven't been to before. So 4 out of the 8. But yeah, in Zion National Park, we did instead of doing the Angel's Landing hike, we did the Narrows hike, those are like kind of the 2 hikes to do there. They're like the most popular ones. But yeah, Narrow's just pretty cool. You're like walking through water and it comes up to your chest, and
I mean, we did that one too.
yeah, we did
Well,
like
not really.
30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Well, this time we spent a whole day doing it. So, yeah, probably you were there for 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
Walking. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really appreciative that I got to go again. Thanks for Asher for making it happen. It is sad the way that I got there because I was going because of this injury to his dad, which kind of stinks. But I had fun, so
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very excited. My wife and I are going on a trip very soon. We'll leave in about a week and a half, and just 4 days, but we'll be spending it in Seattle area visiting family. So we'll be in Seattle, see the city, but the big thing for us is we're going to hike Mount Rainier.
Oh.
Not like to the point,
Sure.
obviously, but we're going to hike Mount Rainier, and we're going to go to Olympic. So
nice.
we're very excited.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Rainier's awesome. Listeners of the pod know I was just in Seattle as well, and yeah, it was super fun. Rainier's awesome. I'm really kind of sad I didn't get to go to Olympic because like I was out there. I try to hit as many national parks as I can. Didn't get to add that one to ones that I've actually been to, but I'm super grateful for that trip. That trip was as much as it could have been. So,
yeah, I'm super excited about it. This, maybe we cut this.
All right.
But the government just shut down today, as of this morning, because they couldn't reach an agreement tonight, October 1st. Maybe it reopens, maybe it doesn't. If the government's not reopened by the time we go on this trip, national parks will not be staffed.
Oh, wow.
So, like, there could be...
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because they're government employees.
Yeah.
So all government employees are furloughed as of now.
Holy smokes.
And so... that'll be very interesting to see how that plays out.
Does that mean the park's closed?
I don't know. Like, I was listening to one news broadcast talk about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, people going to national parks, they just might see more, like, trash and more, like, other things and whatever. So it sounds like it'll still be open, but just, like, less, like, structure and, like, less maintenance. I mean, all the, like...
Probably the visitor centers will be closed.
All the visitor centers, I'm sure, closed, yeah. I'm surprised they don't close the doors to it. Or, like, close the entrances. But, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully not. That would be a huge bummer.
That would be a huge
if we went out and the entrances were closed. But it sounded like you could still go. We will find out.
Going to, yeah.
Yeah.
When do you guys leave?
The 11th. So,
yeah,
Saturday.
You were saying you did a little bit of research on the government shutdown.
Yeah, not much. I mean, I just found out today. I mean, I think the thing is there's a disagreement on health care. I think from what I've heard is Republican portion of like the Senate wants to repeal like healthcare act that's been in since Obama, and Democrats do not want that to happen. So to pass the new budget, they voted they wanted the healthcare not in there, and we're like. The Democrats we will not pass that without that in there. So I think it's kind of like a standstill. It's like a Western shoot off. Be like, a will you, won't you? Like a game of chicken a little bit. But I don't understand it. It's crazy that we don't agree on the budget. I guess we're all out of a job.
Yeah. What's crazy is they still get paid.
Well,
kind of.
There is back pay if the government were to reopen. Some people, I heard that there's the presidency might want to use this as an opportunity to fire staff, to cut down on government staff, which was one of his major objectives going in. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get fired, obviously you're not getting paid, but they will get back pay. Yeah. The silly thing is too that they're the big date to watch is October 10th.
Yeah.
Which is the next time that these government employees would be getting paychecks. And they're because like they'll probably hold out until then. And then it's crazy that like their morals or like whatever their ideologies that they're like hoping to pass in bill are just like, oh, I'm not gonna get paid. All right,
Don't care.
we should actually agree on something.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're an elected official, you should be able to. You're getting paid pretty well. You should probably be able to go a week or two without pay. Like, you know.
Yeah.
People trust you to put what they want forward, and that's why you were elected into office.
Yeah.
So if you're just compromising that immediately because you don't get 1 week of paycheck, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really have a horse in this race. Not to get political. That's why maybe this makes it in, maybe it doesn't. I think the national parks thing is interesting. The rest of this, maybe not so much.
There's also like I've also heard like the PA government was like having all kinds of problems recently too with like the SEPTA and all that kind of stuff. And it was a similar situation where they were like, we can't decide on something, so we're just gonna hold out and like continue to get paid. And there's like the people suffering because of it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. One thing that people are suffering from now, I mean, that I've heard is like low income earners and things like that, people that rely on food stamps. There is no food stamps because if there's no government, like no federal government, then there's no government subsidies. And so like things like WIC and SNAP that are for like pregnant ladies and for like, homeless and people that are unable to work. Don't have that right now. And I don't know. Yeah, I think people should want to work, but like there are some people that need it, so
yeah. And regardless of your thoughts and feelings on food stamps, it being something that you're planning on for your meals that week, taken away without any warning if you're not like keeping up to date with what the government's up to, like on a daily basis,
right,
is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like to me, I think a month notice at minimum. But I guess like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like nobody really knew that the government was going to shut down.
Right. Yeah. And like even like if it like even when it does, like the day of being your first warning or at least being able to say, hey, it might shut down on this day.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, well, today would have been the day it might shut down.
Sure.
But, like, a lot of news sources were saying, yeah, but, like, almost every couple months, people say the government might shut down, and then late in the night, they make an agreement to make a bill that's passable for everyone that's voting on it.
Sure.
Or at least majority. And they couldn't do that for this one. So now the holdout begins, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like, I think people have heard that before. Oh, the government might shut down tomorrow. Yeah. You wake up in the morning, it's still running, but not today.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, too, that, like, everything, like, it seems like you could just shut down, like, the people who are making those decisions, not, like, the entire national park system, food stamps, like, everything.
I mean, and it's just federal. Like, it's not, so, like, state governments are still functioning.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
You can still go to the Great Salt Lake on this week.
True. Yeah. You said this was, I mean, maybe this all makes it, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
You said you liked John Fetterman. You talked about him at some point?
I
was
thought
that
it was
on or off
interesting.
the podcast?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But he was one of the Democrats that flipped his vote late last night to try to get the government to stay open. And he was like 3 Democrats out of like 9 that needed to flip their vote.
Dang.
So
yeah,
he was like, I guess he was like, healthcare or like Medicaid, Medicare, like that stuff. Let's keep the government open.
I'd rather have the government work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how this works because clearly things are still functioning.
Right.
It's not like hospitals, like everyone just left their jobs. I mean, obviously hospitals are privately funded mostly.
Yeah.
But like things still function. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard of like any rioting, any like break-ins. Maybe it is somewhere, but
maybe it will be
it's
soon.
funny that like without government life goes on, but it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and it's I think it's a good like highlighting of the fact that like while like the government obviously matters a whole lot, like our federal government matters, like the original like federal government was not necessarily supposed to be in place of your state government, your local government, all that kind of stuff. Like when America was founded, we were the United States. That's separate states that were autonomous that are coming together to form something greater. And so like the fact that we're still able to run and live while the federal government isn't working, I think that's cool.
And there was that major quote during the Civil War from General Robert E. Lee. He said, "I'm a statesman before a countryman." And it was a big thing. He went with, I think, Virginia, that stayed with the South.
Yeah.
And he was the general of the South. And he was basically like, I will be the general, because he was the better general. Out of him and Ulysses S. Grant, he was the better general. And he said, I will stay with whatever the state decides. The state went with the South. And people were like, wow, the Civil War would have looked way different if Virginia just went with the North. And it was like close.
Yeah.
And it would have just had way better leadership in the Army.
Yeah.
You know? I've heard good stories of Grant too, but from what I've heard, from what I remember from history class.
Yeah, from what I remember from the Shane Gillis podcast episode I watched, they were both pretty good. Lee was definitely better. Grant was great. It's kind of like, we'll talk about this at some point on the podcast, not today.
Yeah.
But Grant was like great, and he also had some pretty good like team. Lee was awesome, had terrible other generals. Yeah. And so they lost because...
I mean, we could talk about it today. That goes into a topic I wanted to talk about later.
Which is, superstars on sports rosters. Well,
versus the collective group.
I do think we should save that for another time.
Okay, we can.
But
also...
Because we have stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, for sure. Talking about the Civil War, another thing I heard was like machine guns invented during Civil War times. Yeah. And like somebody was pitching it to Abraham Lincoln and he said, waste of bullets. And that was another thing. Like I remember my history teacher being like, the Civil War would have been cut like in half if he would have just had machine guns. The amount of fear that you would have heard.
Yeah.
Like he's like, that would have scared anybody.
Yeah.
And so that was interesting.
Yeah.
What we need to do is have Matthew on a podcast. Then we'll learn everything there is to know about the Civil War.
True, yeah. Hey, Matt.
Someone send this to Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. So, cool. That's as much politics as we're going to get into today.
That was too much.
Yeah, that was way too much.
I'm woefully ill-informed.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't watch the news because it makes me a little sad sometimes. And I just heard about this today from actually the neighboring business, and she was very distraught about it. And so I turned on a news broadcast on my way here to podcast. That is all I know. Yeah. I might have said 10 wrong facts.
Right.
Just as a caveat.
Caveated. I think we'll leave it in.
Yeah, I guess so. Gosh. Oh, man. Audience retention is going to be down on this one.
All right.
Speaking of no, I'm just kidding. We can get that later.
No, now's the time.
Yeah. Actually,
no.
Yeah, it's not the time.
No. All right. So,
speaking of statesmen.
Yeah, statesmen. So, on my many travels this week, we were driving through many states. Not many states. We drove through Nevada, Utah, then went through Idaho a little bit into Wyoming. And one of the things that we were looking at was we tried to get as many of the different state license plates as we could seen. Me and you did this on our trip out west. We got all 50 and some Canadian states. We did it again. And
provinces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it again, and we got all 50 states within 4 days of the trip starting.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It helps that national parks are a place that people want to go.
Right.
People from around the country, from around the world.
There's a bald eagle right there. You guys aren't gonna be able to see that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That is really cool. You don't see that every day.
No, you do not.
Maybe this country ain't doomed after all.
not-
These colors don't run.
We're not doing so bad.
Squaw.
Squee.
Oh, we got to talk about the Eagles then. Undefeated.
Anywho, yes, we saw all the state license plates within 4 days. That includes Hawaii. We only saw one Hawaii the whole trip, though. After we did it so quickly, that was all in Utah.
Yeah,
We were
because
like-
you have to boat your car over.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
It is
Ferry
crazy.
it over.
I'm not saying we even should have seen one. I'm saying
Yeah,
it's crazy that we saw one.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
We
Thanks
saw
for
that,
doing that.
and that girl that had a Hawaiian license plate.
Yes.
And we're like, this doesn't count, but it's cool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is cool.
Rainbows are awesome.
They are. Anywho, which brings us into our another topic, the Muppets, Rainbow Connection, Kermit. Anywho, that's later.
We're just teasing today.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We need to have like the segments at the bottom and like.
Yeah. But anywho, yes. So then we were like, oh, let's see if we can get all 50 in just Wyoming. And we did up until we didn't see another Hawaii. So, but we also saw a couple of Canadian ones that we didn't see when we were out, including Alberta and Manitoba, which was cool. I think we saw British Columbia and Ontario, but I don't remember seeing Alberta and Manitoba. But anyway, yeah, it was cool. But on many of the state license plates, states will have either their motto or their nickname, or they could have many different things on their license plate. But it was something that was pretty interesting to me and Asher on the drive, and so I did some extensive research on state mottos and state nicknames. And so what I mean by a state nickname, there's, for those of you from PA, I'm sure you've all heard the Keystone State, which is our state nickname. And then each state has some sort of variation of something like that.
What's a keystone, Braden?
A keystone, I'm pretty sure, is when they used to set foundations with not cement. They would pick like one good stone that was like really good, and I guess that would also be called the cornerstone. Isn't it kind of the same thing, keystone and a cornerstone?
Yeah, I don't know. I
They
don't know
would,
much
like-
about cornerstones, I guess.
I'm pretty sure they would keep, like, they had the keystone that was like this is the one, and we're setting it perfectly in this spot, and then each of the other stones that set in the foundation are all based on that one keystone.
Yeah. I think, too,
That's the way I understand it.
the keystone, at least in Pennsylvania, has a shape
Yeah.
to it. And I think that's part of architecture.
Yeah.
I think specifically for arches,
Mm-hmm.
like it's able to like
Oh yeah.
if you're building an arch, you're
Yep.
going towards the top.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're just setting bricks on top of each other, and then at some point you're going to need a stone that is going to connect both arches that will be overhead, and that I think is part of what a keystone is.
I think you're right. I think that's it, actually. I
Yeah.
think what I was talking about was a cornerstone, and what you're talking about is the keystone. It's kind of the one that like sets in the center of all the stones coming up. But yeah, that's PA's the Keystone State. But yeah, so
it is just confirmed.
okay.
I was talking to my employee today, and I was like, "Where does tongue in cheek come from?" And he was like, "You got a computer in your pocket, don't you?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Your phone."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." Do you want to go into that real quick?
Yeah. Sure.
It's super simple. It's like when people were being like sneaky, facetious, or like a little bit jokey, they would like traditionally stick their tongue in the side of their mouth into their cheek to pop it out a little bit. And they're like, "Oh, you're being a little tongue in cheek." It's not tongue and cheek. It's
yeah.
tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
You're being a little tongue in cheek with me, eh?
There you go. Well, yes. So, what was I going to say?
Next, after Cornerstone.
Oh, yeah.
Or
So-
after Keystone.
I went through all 50 states' nicknames and mottos and categorized them into the ways that I wanted to do that, categorize them. So I'm going to go through some of those right now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll there, Braden. This is Editor Braden coming to you guys. Hello, Muppets. So I proceed to talk about the states for a very long time. I did a lot of work to put all this information together, but I can see how not everybody would enjoy it as much as I did. So I think it's worth watching. And we do talk about not only states in there. We, go off on tangents here and there like us at the Dirty Shirt Podcast are known to do. But, so I'm going to leave it in the episode. I'm just going to put it to the end. So if you get to the end of the episode and you want more Dirty Shirt content, the state stuff I find very interesting. However, I am going to put it to the end. That way, if you're like, bro, I hate states, shut up about states, you don't have to listen to it. I'm going to leave you off with us explaining kind of what happened in this episode, because between me starting about talking about states and me finishing talking about states, a lot happened. So, back to the episode. We should address why we're not at the Great American Ballpark anymore. We've tried to replicate it as best as we can, but yeah. So, we are trying to use a different camera today. We have this old GoPro that my dad has that he doesn't use, and so we had it out, and unfortunately, due to misstep by me, when we started recording, it was only at like 50% battery. When we were like 45 minutes into the pod, I decided to check into recording. I decided to run up and check on it, and it was not doing anything.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell.
It
pretty
died.
sure it ran
It
out of
died
battery.
in your arms.
Yeah, it ran out of battery pretty much right there. There was a little bit of overlap, but I pretty much had guessed almost exactly the correct time to go and check on it, because it just ended up stopping recording because at this point we got the SD card out and checked, and we only had a little bit of overlap. So that's why we were giggling a little bit earlier, because we were saying things exactly the way
We're
we
just
said
remaking the same
Yeah.
jokes for 5 minutes.
Yeah, because they're funny. But yeah,
It was funny, you setting them up, and I'm being like, yeah.
yeah, it was funny. But yeah, anywho, so after we found that out, I was like, okay, crap. It's not like with the other camera, if we ran out of battery, we had an extra battery we could toss in. This time we didn't. So we're like, all right, we have to either, we got to go figure out how much of that actually got recorded, because we couldn't tell because it was dead. And we also have to we have to charge it again. But we needed my laptop, so we were just going to go home to my house to do it. But I had given my laptop to Nolan so that he could edit while I was away. And he didn't bring it, so due to both of our faults, so we had to run back to the cafe to grab the laptop. So then we were like, we might not have any way to figure it out, because the little adapter I have for the micro SD into the whatever, don't have that, so we might not be able to figure out how much of the thing we have. And then we called each other on the way there, and we're talking about some of this. And before we left though, we are trying to figure out what we're doing, and our friend Carly was walking in the park randomly, and we were like, Carly, and she's like,
his name drop her last name.
Oh yeah. I'll just bleep it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Our friend Carly, not was there, and we were like, Carly, and she was like, hey, and we were like, what's up? And she's like, are you guys filming a pod right now? And we're like, yeah. And so we had wanted to. Some of the plan was for the video was to hit some softballs. So we'll include all of our Carly and her friend Ellie content here.
I was here.
Guys, this is actually, I'm not really good at this. Okay, ready?
That's all right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean you're not good at this? That was sick.
Alright,
Alright.
you should be in this.
Here, we'll do 2 more.
Okay.
We each get 3.
Ow!
Nice. That was a bad pitch too.
You gotta get the whole, like, stance.
Yeah.
Man.
Nice. All right, Ellie, get in here.
I'm a lefty.
Oh, that's all right.
This is so random.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
Ready?
Go. Ready.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Archie.
Nice.
Alright, I was sweating.
Oh, that was a bad pitch.
That's okay.
All right.
Still hit it.
Nice
Hey,
job.
want us to record you guys?
Actually, do you mind?
No.
That was great.
Where you want it? Yeah. A little bit like farther forward.
The Church Softball Pro.
There we go. That was a good one. Right into the sun. Here, let me get a little bit this way more. Pull it. There we go. All right, 2 more. Oh. All right. That was a bad. One more. 2 more. There we go. That's a single.
It's okay.
There we go. Nice. There we go. Oh. That was a bad toss. There we go.
You don't like
Ah! Bad toss. Oh! Catch it.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Boom!
There you have it, folks.
Thanks.
Guys.
Yeah, this is Carly and Ellie. See ya. Thanks for helping out. Who's this, by the way?
This is Archie.
Archie. Hello, Archie. We're big fans of the dogs here on the Dirty Shirt Podcast. Nice to meet you guys. See ya. That was crazy. Welcome back. That was fun. It was fun to hit some softballs. It had been like a month or 2 since I had hit.
Yeah.
And it was really funny seeing Carly randomly at the spot that we were recording. That's never happened to us. I
Yeah.
don't think.
No.
Yeah. We've bumped into one of our friends at the spot that we're recording, and it was great to meet Ellie. Nice to meet you, Ellie.
Yeah.
So then we left, and we are going to Neighbors Cafe. And if you remember in the driving episode, the one from Costco, we talk about the stoplight that was being weird.
Yep.
I got to that stoplight, and I had to like quick step on the brakes. And when I went to do that, my foot kept going far past where the brakes usually stop. And I was like, oh no. And I like slowed down a little bit, like when I got all the way to the end. But it was very not good. My brakes went out, basically. I think. I'm really kind of not 100% sure what was going on.
Yeah.
Because like we looked down at there was like some smoke coming out, and there's like something that like connects to the brake, and that thing was like
It was
little
on
bit
fire.
on fire, yeah.
There was a little
bit of fire,
little bit burning.
which we did just went like, no one went like that, and it
Yeah.
just went out.
Like a birthday candle.
Yeah,
But,
so that
uh,
was cool. But
yeah.
it was like leaking some stuff then when we eventually got it on the tow truck, and yeah, not good. I don't know what that is. I really hope it's not too much money to fix. But
Yeah. So we waited around for a tow.
yeah,
And then I
was a
drove
while.
Braden
And-
back here.
Right. And like I was trying to deal with AAA, and it was a whole big ordeal because we found out that we apparently didn't like get me on the plan, and then like when the guy came and picked it up, he didn't even ask about AAA at all anyways. So, but yeah, anyway. He came, got it picked up on the trailer. I drove it up onto the trailer, which with the brakes, it was like, whoo. Anyway.
Yeah.
So then at that point, no one was going to bring me home anyway, so we're like, well, we might as well just come back here to like figure stuff out and like refilm. So here we are.
Thankfully, we did not have to refilm at all. We got
Yeah.
a little bit of baseball in
Yep.
there, so.
So we tried to recreate. It was fun. But yeah, so that brings us to our last bit for the day. And we are going to do the second to last. We're going to do the full second to last round of the Cereal Bowl.
Yep.
So in episode,
Semifinals, was it?
Yeah,
Or-
semifinals.
Yeah.
So that in episode 20, our threshold of going into the 1% episode, we will be doing the finale of the Cereal Bowl, which has kind of followed us the whole episodes up until this point, which will be fun.
Yeah.
We got some plans for that episode. It'll be cool. It'll be a longer one for sure. Yeah.
It'll be good and
Yeah, for sure. Real excited for it. All your favorite Dirty Shirt content coming to you in that episode. So
yeah, that'll
If
be
you're-
the one to watch.
if you're even still listening to this episode, go watch episode 20, hopefully,
Well,
in a week.
yeah.
So, yeah, very exciting.
All right. Get your
Um,
spoons out, everybody.
Yeah, get your spoons out. It's time for the Cereal Bowl semifinals. Boom. So, this week, we've already pulled up videos, so we're just going to kind of be going off what we've seen already in those.
Yeah. And we do have a new addition to the to our opinions.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give our opinions again, kind of preface the matchup.
Yep.
Then we're gonna talk a little bit maybe about the ads, what we've seen before, and then lastly we're going to go to AI
Yeah.
and see what they think. And we did poll our friends, Carly and Ellie, so
Yes,
we also got their opinions.
we did.
Hopefully the audio is good.
Yeah.
So we're back with Carly and Ellie. We figured we can't just have them on the pod, have them hit some softballs, and then leave. We got to ask them some questions because this is a podcast. First question, how you guys doing?
Wonderful.
All right, great.
We haven't had much guests on the podcast
No, we
so
haven't.
far.
Yeah, we're still getting the hang of this.
How are you guys doing? Thanks for asking.
Yeah, no
How about
problem.
you guys?
We're doing great. Yeah, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Here at
My work
Elizabeth
is-
Township Park. It's beautiful in Lancaster, PA. But question, who do you guys think would win in a fight between Buzz the bee, the mascot for the Honey Nut Cheerios, or Cheerios in general, or Lucky from Lucky Charms, the leprechaun? Leprechaun, yeah. Thoughts?
Buzz the bee, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my same thought.
Really?
He
Okay.
has a stinger.
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah.
stinger.
But, you know, I feel like Lucky always gets away, or Lucky Charms, he always escapes from
True.
whoever,
Yeah.
I forget who he is.
The kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He always escapes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
They're
I
kids.
feel like in the fight, that would be his mode, like his go-to. He
Sure,
would probably
yeah.
try to run away.
He's got a lot of
Yeah.
magic ability.
He would forfeit.
He's got a
Yeah.
lot of
He would
flight,
be-
no fight.
He would be a coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm picking the bee.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's fair enough. And then Tony the Tiger versus Cornelius Rooster, the
mascot of
for
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe the tiger.
Rooster versus Tiger.
He's kind of like 2D. We've compared him to like Roadrunner a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
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 Thoughts?
I'd say Tony the Tiger because of popularity. Like, I had to think
Yeah.
about who the second guy was. And if this was like a fight where they're like, okay, like I just watched Dancing with the Stars, like if it was that kind of thing, like Tony the Tiger would be getting like
Right.
all the hype. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I feel like from that, like adrenaline from that.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
class president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given
Yeah.
like Troy
Yeah.
Bolton a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plot armor, you know.
For sure.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
also is a tiger versus
He
a
is a
rooster.
If we break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way the rooster's
Yeah.
gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I agree with Carly. I'm
Ah.
Those frosted flakes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. We won't take any more of your time. Enjoy your walk. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, who would win, Ole Miss or Baylor?
Oh, yeah.
Baylor wins.
'Cause
In
we
that
did in
matchup.
that.
Yeah, exactly. I like looked it up. I found this at a thrift store, and I was like, people are gonna ask me, so I should
Yeah.
know. So I watched the highlights.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So, yes, let's get into it. Well, I'll also caveat to say there's people out there, friends of mine, who don't like AI. They say people shouldn't use AI. Oh, well, we used it. I don't know. I don't use AI.
Who's saying that?
Liz.
Somebody said this to Liz.
I'll send it to Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really use AI all that often. Do you use it often?
No. Only for like creative things.
Yeah.
I recently started I'd click on the episode or something for the
Mhm.
dirty shirts, like just to make sure it uploaded or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would be like, ask AI something. And like some of the like pre-scripted prompts are like, what is this video about? So I like clicked it,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. It gave like a very detailed like thing of everything we talked about.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like the thing that AI is good at, like summarizing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Interesting. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I did actually use it the other day to summarize. Do you remember the book that we talked about where it was like the longest book of all
Yeah.
time? It was that French book that was like, it was a remembrance of things past
Yeah.
is what it translated to. And I was like, it's the longest book of all time. I'm never going to read it. AI, what's this about?
yeah.
And it was pretty interesting. It gave me some different things. Apparently, there's a tea that is being steeped, and the smell and the taste brings back memories for this guy.
Ah.
And he talks about all these different memories and like the like things that he's learned in life and all these things.
Hmm.
And
Maybe
there's
I
some
will read
cool
it.
there were some cool nuggets in there, like just about like some deep psychology things and whatever. And then I think like the premise of the book is like he experiences all of these memories, and at the end of the book he's like, I should really jot these down to make sure that I remember all of these things. And then that's the end of the book, which is the beginning of the book.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like a circle.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I will read it.
You just look it up on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho. So we used AI. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's start where we started with Buzz. So Buzz this week is facing Lucky, the leprechaun. Two what I would consider protagonists in their stories. The Buzz going up against other bees, Lucky going up against children. I would find the children to be the antagonists in the scenario. They're trying to steal Lucky's Lucky Charms. I
Interesting.
find stealing to be not
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
So
Mm.
that would make them the antagonists.
Right. Unless like maybe he just feels like he has an unrightful claim to these charms, but really the charms are meant for all people to be shared.
I would say usually leprechaun stuff is their stuff. Like people try to steal their gold or their whatever. They're not like I that's how I've experienced leprechauns in the past.
Right.
But, you know, whatever. Either way, both of them, it's going to be tough from what we've seen from Lucky for Buzz to rely on his skill to win. Remember we saw him conjure up a snowmobile out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we've seen him jump from cloud to cloud. We also saw the kids do that. But it was his magic. And he's a very magical individual who seemingly, at this point, doesn't have a limit to what he can conjure. However, you got Buzz on the other side. Spider-Man-like, he can use his honey as almost like web material to do things, can fly around, is very quick, and, like we said, very much more the hero character. He saves the day, which I think is important when it comes to considering
Yeah.
Like who's gonna
But-
fight and win in these fictional scenarios.
And like Spider-Man, a little inexperienced,
Yeah.
a little new to it maybe, but very talented.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has
Has a big built-in weapon in the honeycomb
Yep.
and the stinger.
We still
I've never
haven't
seen it
the
personally.
stinger be used,
Yeah.
but it's there for sure.
Maybe that's like his last resort,
Yeah.
like almost like a self-destruct, because bees, I've heard, when
I
they
think
lose their
it's true.
stinger, they die.
I think it's true.
Some bees, they sting.
You know what?
and-
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it is true. I'm not looking it up. It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Bees die when they use their stingers.
100
I
fact.
know, like jackets,
Yeah.
yellow jackets, and other like hornets and whatnot.
Their
don't.
stingers don't get removed.
Right.
Yeah.
But bees, I'm saying that they die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I do know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leprechauns, they don't exist. I'm saying it.
Whoa!
It's not even-
They are the only one left on out of the 4 in the final 4
Yeah.
who aren't real.
Although I did see Carson Wentz play in Ireland this week.
Fed
So
families
yeah.
lost though. Right.
Yep.
I knew. Yeah. So, if I'm being completely honest here, pretty much most of the time we kind of have like somebody who I'm leaning towards. I
Yeah.
really think will win.
Yeah.
Like going into the bout
Right.
fight. This one,
It's a big toss up.
I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
This will definitely go to the vote for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, I think the hero edge is what's going to take it over for me
Okay.
and go with Buzz.
Wow.
Just, I don't know. I don't know if that's like, I don't know how much I should be putting stock into that.
I know. For me,
And at some point, that's going to have to not
the
hold out on
serial
it.
and the popularity can't help but like bias me a little bit.
Right.
I'm leaning towards Buzz, but like as a kid, I would have been shocked to hear me say that.
Yeah.
But they're heart healthy, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think?
Here's what I'm going to.
Yeah.
I like an underdog story better. I think I'm gonna go with Lucky, and I'm saying that because I'm gonna refresh you because I think I'm already gonna play it, but
Yeah.
I'll refresh you. I'm pretty sure Carly and Ellie said
Yeah.
Buzz.
Do you think Lucky is serial dependent? We've looked at some of these people like Kooky.
Yeah.
Yep. The cuckoo bird.
Yep.
Sonny the cuckoo bird, who was like pretty much only useful if had the Cocoa Puffs and was crazed by him, almost like a little bit too much.
I'm pretty sure he's not because he was using it when they had stolen it from him to get it back. Like
Yeah.
he's used his magic to get his things back. He's used it to prevent them from getting it. I think he
Mhm.
can use it whenever he wants.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take the underdog. I'm gonna say like Lucky, his overwhelming magic ability has what it takes to defeat the hero.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I was actually leaning Lucky too.
Oh really?
Yeah. I know. I thought you were gonna go the other way. I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna be like, with all that magic, I'm gonna take the underdog, the young gun, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Who do you think is the underdog? I would say Lucky because
a
Buzz
good-
is so popular. He's the hero. Everyone loves him. He was the number 1 seed, which was just based on highest grossing cereal,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a close one. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the vote.
Here's a good analogy. Chiefs. Everybody took the Chiefs because they're the Chiefs. And the Eagles were the underdog of last year's Super Bowl. But I think anybody who looked objectively at the teams thought the Eagles team was much better.
Yeah.
So were they like who was the favorite in the Super Bowl? I forget.
I don't know what the odds were, but yeah, I mean, most sportscaster I saw took
yeah,
the Chiefs.
All sportscasters took the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them, I think.
But yeah.
So I think that's a good analogy for it. But
What defense do you think Lucky has against the honey?
yeah, I don't know. I feel like he has. He's got to have something, like a poof spell where he just whoosh,
Yeah.
gets out of stuff. I don't know.
Should we get a second opinion and see if this changes anything?
Yeah, I think so. I think my current opinion is Lucky would win. Let's see what Mr. A thinks.
Yep.
Or
This is-
Mr. I. Sorry.
Yeah. This is from ChatGPT. So, in a bout between Lucky the Leprechaun and Buzz the Bee, Lucky opens with dazzling gleam that scatters rainbow light. A little distraction.
Whoa.
Buzz fires Bug Buzz, shattering the aura with sound waves.
Wow.
Takes it right out. Good counter. Lucky tosses Trick, swapping his item with Buzz, disorienting him. Buzz pushes through with Quiver Dance, power level rising. Buzz is like getting powered up. Lucky casts Rainbow Charm, confusing Buzz midair. Buzz crashes into the ground, hurting himself in confusion.
Oh.
Lucky seizes the chance with Psychic, blasting the stunned bee.
Wow.
Buzz shakes it off, uses Heal Bell,
Shakes it off.
clearing the confusion.
Oh, okay.
Lucky tries Hypnosis, but Sweet Veil blocks it.
Whoa.
Buzz punishes with Moonblast, hammering Lucky hard.
Woo.
Lucky summons another dazzling gleam, clinging to hope. Buzz answers with Bug Buzz, nearly dropping him. Lucky attempts teleport to reposition, but Buzz catches him mid-escape. Buzz finishes with another Moonblast, the radiant explosion knocking Lucky out cold. Winner, Buzz the Bee, triumphant after weathering the trickery.
Wow. All right. So, a little Pokemon-esque.
Yeah,
Followed kind of Pokemon battle type.
that's kind of how it went. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it wanted to lean.
Which pretty cool. I like that. It was
Yeah.
cool. I
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. He put that.
yeah. I think I'm still going with Lucky.
Yeah, I think that's where I would cast my vote too. I think at least the AI was thinking that it that Buzz had like a lot more like intuitive ness and like almost like a predictive element that like countered a lot of the trickery and a lot of
Right.
magic that that Lucky had.
Yeah.
And I will say, if you were to defeat something that used like magic and trickery, I think you would have to be one step ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, I bet you that they are going to want to use this teleport spell and they have to use this hand to do it. So I'm going to quick put a little honey on that hand. Oh, they can't teleport anymore.
Yeah.
So then I hit him with the, with my mallet. And then, I bet you they're going to want to, jump on their lucky charm here. So I'm going to swoop in real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to be really like intuitive. And I mean, maybe Buzz is agile and intuitive enough for that, but
He's the hero.
he seems a little young. I don't know.
He's the hero.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know what you think. We'll pop up the polls. I think I'm gonna try and make some like reels and shorts of this, so it'll be very accessible for you guys to vote. Yeah, let me know. Let us know what you think. We will reveal who wins in. Yeah, I mean we'll reveal the final matchup in episode 20. So yeah. Let's move on. Final thing we got, Tony the Tiger versus Cornelius Rooster. Think we have to talk about this one a lot less.
Yeah.
Cornelius Rooster, Roadrunner-like fella, green rooster, pretty cool.
Yeah.
2D
2D in some depictions.
Yep. Gets strong, but
Controls the sun.
yes. But can he control it to his use? No, not really. He can call it, make it a hot day. But you got Tony the Tiger, athlete of our generation on the other side, of multiple generations. He's kind of like a athletic god.
Right.
Like, yeah. Like, has been around for all of the, like, he was with Michael Jordan and he's with LeBron now. And, like, he's been a star athlete for as long as like we've had star athletes.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, like the phrase, like, fox in the hen house.
yeah,
Like, that fox is going to eat,
Right.
destroy everything
yeah,
in that hen house. Like, that's like a well-known, like, fox versus hen, what's winning?
yeah.
Even more, like, a tiger. Like, a rooster is better than a hen, but,
Right.
like, not that much.
Yeah, not that much of a difference. The tiger. Well, roosters like they have rooster fighting.
Yeah. And
Um,
Cornelius, elite speed.
Yeah. However, it's Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
You want to talk about if we're talking about real life, like a rooster fighting rooster versus even the worst tiger. I'm taking the tiger.
Yeah.
And even when we go into this matchup of like characters, Tony the Tiger's not only a tiger, he's the most athletic, most muscular, most like he's got tiger attributes along with human attributes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um
And I don't know if there's anything Cornelius Rooster could do in general, but if Rooster ain't even going to keep him from the cereal.
right.
And once he gets that Frosted Flakes breakfast, unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
We've seen him supercharged.
Unstoppable. So, I mean, I got my answer.
Yeah, me too. It's got to be Tony.
Tone. Give me Tone.
But we'll read through the battle,
Yeah.
see how it goes, if this gives any insight. Tony the Tiger versus Cornelius Rooster. Cornelius sets tailwind, doubling his speed. Tony's intimidate lowers Cornelius's attack. I think Cornelius would be intimidated.
I agree.
Cornelius uses Brave Bird, slamming into Tony hard, but recoil hurts him. Tony counters with close combat, landing multiple heavy strikes. Cornelius retaliates with U-turn, zipping past and landing another blow before circling back. Tony absorbs it and fires Crunch, biting down with brutal force. Cornelius claws at Tony with aerial ace, darting faster than the eye. Can see? I don't know. Tony growls and uses bulk up, boosting attack and defense. Cornelius attempts morning call, rallying his strength and pushing speed further. Tony leaps with frosted claw, ice crystals forming midair and freezing Cornelius's wings. Cornelius struggles but forces out one more Brave Bird, ramming recklessly into Tony. Tony staggers, then roars, finishing with body slam, pinning Cornelius to the ground.
Boom. AI thinks Tony wins. We both think Tony wins. What do you think? Vote now in the comments. Yeah. So let's hit some picks and let's wrap this up.
Let's do it. Braden and Nolan's football picks, week 6.
Boom.
Eagles at Giants.
Go Birds.
Eagles for sure. Come on.
Oh, that's also their first Kelly Green night.
Oh,
Continue.
fire.
Yeah.
Broncos at Jets.
Oh, wait, no. It's totally not because it's Eagles at Giants and their first one's at home.
Okay. So in 2 weeks after that.
I think so.
Because
Yeah.
we do have like something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. My bad.
Broncos at Jets.
Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Broncos too. Browns at Steelers.
Steelers.
This
Browns
one's
are a
tough.
poverty. Browns are a poverty franchise. They do have the Steelers number, but
yeah.
Steelers,
They have the whole division's number right now. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and they've just been playing well with their defense.
Yeah.
Um,
I do think
Who do I
Steelers
gotta
kind of put it
pick?
together last week.
yeah, the Steelers were looking good.
Yeah.
I know, against a Vikings team that was pretty decent too.
Mhm.
I'm also taking Steelers.
This is right after week 4 is when we're filming this.
Yeah, yeah. Chargers at Dolphins. Got to do Chargers.
Yeah, I think Chargers.
Tyreek Hill's hurt now too.
Yep.
Cowboys at Panthers. Cowboys.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
This stinks because I can see the odds, which is making me feel a certain type of way here.
Yeah.
Is Lamar out? I'm looking at the next.
I think he might play.
Okay.
But like this week, I mean, but he did get injured at the end of the Chiefs game.
He's on my fantasy team. I would be very upset if he was out. Not because he's on my fantasy team, because he's hurt.
Yeah. Well, both, but
Yeah.
I know, but those odds are crazy.
This one's saying it could miss 2 to 3 weeks with hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Those odds are crazy. Rams. We're looking at Rams. Ravens. Go ahead.
Rams at Ravens.
Ravens at home, and their Rams is minus 250.
I know. It's like hard to believe. What else is going on in their facility?
Yeah.
Like, I would love to take the Ravens. I would love those odds.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take it if it's bad.
Yeah.
I think tentatively I'm going to take the Ravens right
Me
now.
too, yeah.
I might look up that up later before I
feeling
submit
Ravens,
this.
Yeah. Bucks Niners. Sorry.
Yeah. 49ers at Bucks.
Bucks. I'm a Baker Mayfield lover.
Yeah. Seahawks at Jaguars.
Seahawks. I'm up on the Seahawks.
It's funny. They're such a close matchup. They're both
Yeah.
kind of favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Jaguars are a bad team. I do think the Seahawks are better. I'll take them. Cardinals at Colts.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you have to take the Colts.
That nickname is untouchable.
It's great. It's
It's
awesome.
the best nickname in the game right now.
You know what's funny
Yeah.
is like they could also have Mac Jones and it would still be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that is good. I didn't realize that.
Because he was starting for the 49ers until I think Purdy's back.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my thing. I think the Colts are last year's Eagles light.
Okay.
They have a really good offensive line. Jonathan Taylor is running like a madman.
Yeah, random
And they
dude
have
that came
a
from the
quarterback
Giants.
that doesn't turn the ball over.
And a star player that came from the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, I think they're like a dark horse to have a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
Will they make the Super Bowl?
I don't
Probably
think so.
not. But I think they're for sure making the playoffs. I mean, obviously they're like 3-1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, looking good for them. Titans at Raiders.
Give me the Raiders, I guess.
Dude, this is a poverty matchup.
Yeah.
I am shocked at the odds, though.
Yeah, me
If we're
too.
being honest, the Titans are bad.
Yeah.
They're looking pitiful, but the Raiders aren't that good.
Yeah.
To be almost minus 300 favorites.
Both the Raiders and the Titans have terrible O-lines. Raiders, I think I'm going with because of Genty, and he's on the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
And they have that one good wide receiver that I tried to pick up, but somebody already stole him in our league. And they had some guy that, like, is going to be really good this year.
Did you see that Ashton Genty, at least as of last week, had more yards after contact
Yeah.
than yards?
Yeah.
That means he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage and then running.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
People calling him a bust and not even, like, watching the games to see that he has the worst O-line in the history of the game.
Yeah.
But
But they're the 300 favorites with Geno Smith throwing 3 picks in a game.
I mean, they still have, like, decent offense in spite of it because, like, Johnson's good. Smith is pretty good. Genty. I don't know how to say his name. Whatever.
Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders. I'm taking Raiders.
I'm going to take the Titans. They're going to get their first win of the season.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't think there's anything. Cam Ward is going to be so upset. He's going to, like, push himself to the brink to get that win.
Okay.
Bengals.
These are crazy odds.
Yeah. Bengals at Packers.
Packers.
It has to be Packers, but those are crazy.
The odds is minus 1,000
Yeah.
Packers.
They're 13.5-point favorites.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm tempted to take the Bengals because I'm not going to win this anyways, and if they win, that would be $1 million.
Yeah. And would get you one step closer to not reading the book,
Right.
because I would have chosen the Packers.
Right.
Patriots at Saints.
Pats.
Yeah, definitely
Saints
Patriots.
poverty.
Lions
Ooh.
at Chiefs.
Give me the Lions.
Yes,
The
yes.
Chiefs are the favorites. in
I'm
this
so
matchup.
glad they're the underdogs too.
Yeah, but I would any chance I get, I will root against the Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure.
Falcon.
Bills at Falcons.
Give me the Bills.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win pretty much all of their games except for the
Bills
Eagles
for sure.
ones.
It's crazy that the Packers are minus 1,000 the Falcons aren't that good, and the
Yeah.
Bills are only minus 200. Anyways,
Maybe the Falcons are better than we think.
yeah. Bears at Commanders.
The Commanders are washed.
I'm taking the
down-
Bears.
I'm down on the Commanders.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going Bears, but the Bears are kind of poverty too. But
They turned it around last week.
yeah, and
It was a good
I
week
have
for them.
2 of their wide receivers on my fantasy team, so I got to be up on them
Yeah.
a little bit.
Also, Jaden Daniels in and out of injury currently. So who knows what happens with that.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. Sunday is the 12th.
It looks like there's 2 games on
2
the 13th.
games on the 13th. Okay. And there's only 2 teams that have a bye. We are getting into the bye weeks
Yeah.
here with week 5 coming up. Or no, this would be week 6.
There must just be 1, 2. Yeah, only 2 teams because we got 15 games. Wow.
Did we have a bye week? Week 5. We would have had one week 5, right? We just didn't acknowledge it, I guess.
Yeah, no, there was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget if we said it.
Wow. So we have the exact same slip.
No, you took
Oh, you're right.
Titans.
I took the Titans.
Raiders.
Interesting.
So there'll be one difference. And if I put a $1 bet down, I would get $1,400. And if I win, I should say. Not if I put the bet down.
I would win 3,700.
Wow. And that one change?
I guess so.
That's crazy. I guess the Titans are, wow.
Yeah, plus
That's crazy to
24.
make that one change.
Yeah.
Well, would rather not do the punishment than get $1,500 more.
Hey, I mean, I think there's a good chance. Yeah,
Right.
I do. That's like near the end of the season. I feel like because you've already got a pretty commanding lead, I'm just gonna have to just pick the favorites.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's commanding. We had like a 2 because if I
It's like
Like-
5. It's like 4 though.
but every time we disagree on one and you get it right, that's a 2
2-point
vote
swing.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
there's only one opportunity for that in this week,
Yeah.
and
It's
that's if the Titans win.
It's a long season.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Oh yeah,
plenty of. It's gonna get close, I'm sure, at the end.
I'm sure.
All right.
There we have it.
That pretty much wraps it up. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around if you have. I think this one's gonna end up being pretty long too.
Yeah,
But
for no reason.
yeah, for no reason. I might cut some of that state talk.
Yeah.
Some
Just
of
put it in ×2 speed.
Yeah, that would be funny. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Come back next week. Oops.
Yeah, either that or so it was on the whole time.
It was definitely on the whole time.
And like when you grabbed it, it was recording.
I think so. I can't tell.
Because I was like, unless it got it,
Right.
and then it just like doesn't save the recording unless you stop recording before it dies. Because I can also see that being possible, but it might not have died. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully.
We'll start with the nicknames since that's what I was looking at. This was aided by Asher since I was doing this in the car on a road trip. We were both kind of talking about it. So it's mostly my thoughts. They are my lists, but some of his thoughts and opinions went into the ordering of such things. So I have the most fitting to begin with. Delaware is known as the first state. That's pretty fitting because it was the first state.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the first state because there were other
Right.
like
There were 13 original colonies.
and
Yeah.
stuff that existed first. So
Right.
Yeah.
But it was the first one to become a colony, so, whatever. They were the first state, so they get the first state title.
Yeah, but they weren't native.
Yeah. Who really was, though? Don't look at the comments of that reel. Anywho, the Florida is the Sunshine State. Very fitting. There's sunshine there pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Vermont, the Green Mountain State. Very fitting. There's green mountains there.
Sounds like a coffee company.
Yeah, I'm sure it is actually.
Green Mountain Coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it.
I actually would not. I would be the least amount of surprise possible if there was a Green Mountain Coffee.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the top 3 most fitting states to their state nickname. Next, I have the funniest ones. Number 2, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. They were like, bluegrass, that's going to be our thing. We are nicknamed the Bluegrass State.
I think that's Boise State is the bluegrass.
Yeah.
No. I'm just kidding. No. You know the college, Boise State?
Yeah.
They have blue turf on their on their field.
Oh, yeah.
That's like their thing.
Oh, yeah. I did know that.
Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Cue the Ashton Genty highlights.
Boom! And then also Maine, they have 2. They're the Pine Tree State, which, funny. But funnier than that is they're known as Vacation Land is one of their nicknames. Preposterous.
Yeah. I mean,
I've known people who have vacationed in Maine, but, like, absolutely they're not, like, of the amount of people I know, places they've gone, Maine is not high up on, like, states that they've visited.
they're just trying to boost tourism.
Right.
We were at the beach in Delaware, my wife and I, and they have planes that have ads behind them, like whatever, that fly around. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if you've been to any beach, especially on the East Coast, you've seen it.
Yeah.
And it'll fly by, and this one said, like, "Got beach?" Question mark? No. It said, "Beach, please." And it was said, visitpa.com.
Yeah. All right.
For one, Pennsylvania does not have beaches.
No.
So,
I mean,
so beach,
kinda,
please
but not
visit
really.
PA. Or
Yeah.
like maybe they're trying to be like, "Oh, you like the beach? Please
Yeah.
visit PA."
Yeah.
Either way, crazy. I mean, kind of funny,
Yeah.
but
It
like,
got us talking about it.
yeah, it got us talking about it. But like, it's not gonna make me visit PA.
No, I mean I live.
I'm here because I live here.
Yeah. Although if I didn't live in PA, I would definitely visit PA. But that's just PA bias.
That's
'cause I
true.
live
You know who else would visit PA?
here. Who?
What state was it? Wisconsin. No.
Maine?
No.
Oh, yeah, Missouri.
Missouri.
And we'll get into why later.
Yeah.
Yes. Kinda.
Yeah.
These are states that their nicknames kind of duo up with each other. So, in third place, we have Vermont, which is the Green Mountain State, as previously stated.
Yeah. Congratulations on bronze.
Yeah. And West Virginia, they're duoed because West Virginia's is the Mountain State. So, the Green Mountain State and the Mountain State.
Yeah.
Like, can we be a little bit more original here, guys? In the same vein, we have North Dakota is the Peace Garden State because they have the Peace Garden in it, and we'll get into something about that in a minute. And New Jersey is the Garden State. Peace Garden State, Garden State. Again, pretty close. Let's be a little bit more original.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Beach, please. Nevada is the Silver
Nice
State.
enunciation.
Thank you. Nevada is the Silver State. Funny because California is the Golden State. So they were like, we'll just take perpetual second place to California. That's fine with us.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Ones with no backbone or doesn't mean anything. These are nicknames that are like, all right, whatever. Maryland is the Free State or the Old Line.
I've been to Maryland, and it indeed did cost me something. They
Yeah.
got toll roads.
Yep.
I had to buy gas there.
Yeah.
Gas was cheaper than
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, but not free.
Yeah.
Not free.
Funny that they're like, we're the free state. If there's any free state, it's us.
Yeah.
We're however we
Right.
live in America.
Right. They
we're
were
supposed to
likely
be free
talking about
everywhere.
freedom.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I know. Yeah.
everywhere in America is free,
yeah.
freedomly.
Free from government.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah. Anywho, Arkansas, also known as Arkansas,
Yeah.
the natural state.
Right. They get an honorable mention for copying a whole state name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The natural state. Kind of funny, like, so every other state isn't like naturally there. Like, what do
Yeah,
you mean by
yeah.
the natural state?
Undisturbed.
Yeah.
Sounds like a girl that wakes up in the morning and being like, without
Yeah,
makeup, this is my natural
Yeah,
state.
yeah. So next we got states that are taking one thing in the entire state and making it their identity. So it's kind of along the line of what I teased about North Dakota earlier. So yes, North Dakota is, we talked about it already, is on the list. For this one, they have the Peace Garden State, and they're called that because of the Peace Garden that is on the border of USA and Canada. And, we're pretty peaceful with them, I would say. I mean, I don't think we're going to war anytime soon.
Because we'd win.
Yeah. So, yeah. But,
Eh?
yeah. I like Canadians. They're cool.
No, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hockey's like, all right.
I love hockey. I like
Yeah.
going to hockey games.
I think hockey games are great to experience, but it's not as good of a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like on TV.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
No.
Miracle on Ice, though.
Yeah. I like Tim Hortons.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Justin Bieber. Great.
Mm-hmm. One of my
Maple
favorite.
syrup.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite YouTubers right now is Canadian. Slushy Noobs.
Nice.
You heard of him? Shout out. Yeah. Sorry. Long tangent there. South Dakota is also on the list. The Mount Rushmore state. One tiny thing in the entire state.
Yeah, we didn't even go and see it. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. When we went through South Dakota, it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Badlands would have been a cooler
Yeah.
Badlands state.
Call themselves the Badlands, like
Yeah.
the whole state.
Right. The
That'd be
Bad
sick.
Boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow. Yes. Arizona is number one in this, naming themselves after the Grand Canyon. They are the Grand Canyon State.
That feels fair, though.
It's pretty big. It's bigger than Mount Rushmore, for sure. So maybe South Dakota should have been number one
Yeah.
on the list as of saying most the one who does this thing.
Yeah. Big, natural, iconic.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, Arizona's pretty big. Could have called it, I don't know, the Cactus State.
Yeah. The desert state.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the dessert state, which is the state I'm in after dinner.
So, honorable mention here goes to Colorado. Yeah, they're called the Centennial State because Colorado was admitted to the Union exactly 100 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which it's kind of like when they pull out a random stat in baseball where it's like Shohei Ohtani is the first one to do this since Babe Ruth in 1900.
Right, yeah. On the fourth Tuesday
Yeah.
in the month of July,
it's the first
hitting
person to
a
hit-
home run, getting a strikeout, and having a unibrow.
Yeah.
The first to ever do it.
Yeah. So it's like that's what you're going to name your state after.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Obscure facts.
Yep. But yeah. So then we go into the most random. And yeah. So these ones just like if you say them, you have to look up what it is to like know. Like with Vermont, the Green Mountain State. There's Green Mountains there. They're proud of them. Makes sense.
Yeah.
These ones are a little more random.
Mm-hmm.
So Missouri is the show me state. Go ahead and give a guess why it's called the show me state.
I'm going to guess Missouri is the show me state because Missouri is my geometry teacher and wanted to know how to do proofs in geometry. She said, "Where's your work? Show me."
Show me. Yeah.
Show me Otani.
Yeah.
We talked.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
That's not the reason why it's called that.
Oh.
Good guess, though.
I thought it was her.
Yeah. No, it is named that because one time a congressman, when people were trying to get him to sign this bill, they were like, "We want you to do this because of this," and he didn't trust the evidence or what they were saying, so he was like, "Show me, give me the evidence," and
Prove it.
Yeah, Missouri themselves were like, "Oh, we think that's like a good representation of Missourians. They like to have proof before they run into anything."
That's funny. Just like we're
Yeah.
naturally skeptical.
Right, yeah.
That's a good way. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So-
skeptic state.
Right. Pretty random Missouri, but
yeah.
it is funny. The show me state.
Yeah.
That's one of the only ones
not
on
to
this
be
list that I have
confused with-
backstory with.
Not to be confused with misery, which is me after dinner if I don't get dessert.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Utah is next on the list.
Oh, thank you. Utah as well.
Thanks, brother. Is next on the list for most random. The Beehive State,
Mm.
which this is one that's more in line with the Green Mountain State where, all right, I get it. There's beehives there. But I've been in Utah now for a total of like 2 weeks in my life. I don't remember seeing a single beehive.
Yeah. Also, beehives are everywhere, are they
Yeah.
not? Bees are everywhere.
They
Otherwise, there wouldn't be pollen.
Right.
I mean, I've been in Utah. I don't specifically remember seeing a bee. It definitely wasn't a large part of my stay there.
Absolutely not.
I'll say that.
And I remember,
You know what I did see in Utah?
what's that?
Chipmunks. Dave's.
Dave's. A lot of Dave's. I actually met Dave again. Did I send you that
Oh.
picture?
That's awesome. No, I don't think so.
I reconnected with Dave
Awesome.
on my trip. I took some pictures. I'll put them here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice catching up with Dave.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
um,
Heard he's sober now.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing all right.
Yeah. Reconnected.
Mm.
Yeah.
In Utah, they're like PA has like a keystone as like their design behind their like road numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Utah has a beehive, which
Right.
it's kind of funny.
Isn't it just like 3 bars though? It
No,
like doesn't. Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like a beehive.
It really does look like
Yeah.
beehive? Okay.
And it might have changed since the last time we were out there. I don't know, but it looks like a
You're
beehive.
just out there.
I'll put a
yeah.
picture right here.
Yeah.
I don't want to put all these pictures in.
Yeah. Maybe not.
I might. I'll probably do it. I got time.
Last episode, I was like, I got most of them, but I was
Yeah.
listening to it back, and I was like, yeah, I'll put that in here at Costco when we talk about that. And then we just kept going.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't do that.
Crap.
I put it in earlier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it was
It's
fine.
in there.
It's in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the idea. And then number one for most random is Alabama with the Yellow Hammer State, which we looked it up then. But like, if you just hear that and you don't know your trivia about woodpeckers,
Yeah. You're like, they like DeWalt.
yeah,
They're probably fans of DeWalt.
Right.
You know?
or like,
Yeah. Or Stanley if you're like really strapped for
right,
cash and.
which are owned by the same company now.
Really?
I think so. Because actually, no, they're not.
Owning all the yellow tools.
Stanley got bought out by Black & Decker,
Okay.
which I don't think is affiliated with DeWalt. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I used to know these things 'cause I worked at a hardware store. But I don't
It
know.
is funny, like the colors of hardware.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
Red, Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
or Craftsman, or Black & Decker.
Yeah.
But Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Green, Ryobi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blue.
Makita.
Yeah, Makita.
Mhm. Makita's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
DeWalt. Yeah.
They're
Nice.
fine. They're good.
Yep.
I think they're like kind of the standard.
Yeah.
Milwaukee is a step above. Makita step below.
Really?
I'm a Milwaukee guy.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Milwaukee is expensive. But
I've heard DeWalt is the best, just expensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's what I've heard about Milwaukee.
Okay.
That they're the best there, but they're more expensive. They are more expensive than DeWalt
Okay.
overall. I know that from working in a hardware store. Anywho, Alabama's the Yellowhammer State. We looked it up. It's because Yellowhammer is a nickname for a woodpecker, right?
Yeah.
And they're called the Yellowhammers because they're like a yellow-ish bird.
Yeah.
And they make the noise that woodpeckers make. And I guess it's their state bird, which, okay, I guess that makes sense. And I like Michigan, I think, is the Wolverine state. But, like, you get it because, okay, Wolverine's their, like, thing. So, they're the Wolverine state.
They love the X-Men.
Right. This is, like, Yellowhammer State, unless you know your trivia about state birds. You know, it's, like, kind of out there. And what I would call random.
Right.
So, it's taking first place for random.
Yeah. Imagine if, like, Pennsylvania was, like, the ruffled state. Because our state bird is the ruffled grouse.
Yeah, yeah. Ruffed grouse.
Is it?
Ruffed grouse, not ruffled.
The rough state.
Yeah. Ruffed state.
Yeah.
That would be funny. The state of being roughed.
Yeah.
So I have 3 more categories here and then a list of some of the really funny secondary nicknames.
Yeah.
Because these are all their official, like the state says, this is our nickname. This is what we are saying is our nickname. We'll put it on some license plates, probably on their, like, welcome to the state sign that's along the road. Random, you know, they put it places. But each state usually has ones that they've tried before or, like, were given to them by an outside source or, like, other states. So I'm just going to run through a couple of these, going from bottom to top. Alabama, lizard state. Whatever. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't think lizards when I think Alabama.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if they have a lot of lizards there. They must.
Maybe.
Connecticut, land of steady habits. So usually they, like, for these, like, state nicknames, it's kind of like the blank state, like the something state is like the name, or it's like land of something. Or
right, yeah. Huh.
That's kind of like what it usually follows. So yeah, land of steady habits.
We go for walks every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people here who are by the book and they wear the same clothes every day.
Yeah.
You know. Minnesota, state of hockey. They're also the New England of the West, which is kind of funny. Then in the same vein, Missouri is the Pennsylvania of the West.
They wish.
Yeah. Which is also pretty funny because Missouri's not really that west.
Yeah.
Like, it's like mid-west of the east. It's about as Central America as you can get. But I guess it probably was west when it was made. I mean, it was west of the rest of the United States. But anyway.
It's
just
west
funny.
of Pennsylvania.
It is west of Pennsylvania.
If it was east of Pennsylvania, that would be the only thing that would be like, "Arr?"
Yeah. Yeah. New Jersey is known as the garbage state by people.
Yeah, I was
and
going to say,
it
that
was
can't
listed
be.
on their Wikipedia as like a secondary name.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't love it, but it is funny that it's listed on their Wikipedia as like a secondary name.
Sorry about that, Jersey.
Sorry, Jersey. I like Jersey. I love Jersey. Jersey's cool. Nebraska had a couple here that were pretty funny. The Blackwater State. I don't know that I would want to be known as that.
Yeah, I
if
don't.
my water was all black.
What was that like? That town that got like all their water
Flint,
polluted?
Michigan?
Yeah.
That's Michigan now.
Okay, I know.
Nebraska.
Well, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're still having trouble up there.
I'm sure.
That's what I've heard. Beef State. I'm in a state of beef in Nebraska. Nebraska is also the tree planters state. They plant trees there.
And the corn huskers state.
Yeah. There, and then my favorite, the bug eating state. Somebody
Yeah.
heard they eat bugs there, and then they were like, "Oh, Nebraska, the bug-eating state," and then it got listed on the Wikipedia.
Right. Yep.
I don't know.
John the Baptist
Yeah. Wait, what? What makes you say that?
eats bugs.
Oh, really?
Eats
Oh, yeah, locust.
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that because that's gonna come up later. John the Baptist.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
I just read today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for some Baptist talk.
Okay.
New Hampshire and Colorado are both known as the Switzerland of America.
Both of them? That's funny. Well,
They're both called Switzerland of America.
we talked about this before. I think people are just trying to get tourism. And, like, what do you do in Switzerland? The Swiss Alps? You
Yeah.
go skiing. What do you do in Vermont? You go skiing.
True.
And I think they're just trying to bring skiers here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's funny though that two different places,
Right.
like some random state or country like Switzerland,
Yeah.
we're the Switzerland of America.
What was the other one? Vermont and where else?
New Hampshire and Colorado.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought you said Vermont.
I may have
Okay.
on accident.
Maybe Colorado. I mean, you go skiing there. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, South Dakota. This one irks me. Land of infinite variety.
Infinite.
Infinite variety.
Yeah.
South Dakota looked pretty much exactly the same the whole way through it.
Right. Yeah.
I
Pretty
mean, the
same.
Badlands was like cool,
Mm. Mhm.
but I mean, outside the Badlands,
there was basically 3 colors they were working with, and it was all a shade of tan.
yeah,
Yeah. Also, we were talking about this earlier. Not to get too deep into it, too metaphorical, but
right.
is it even possible to have infinite variety? I think we can have almost infinite variety, but like with anything, there's only so many finite number of ways to do things. Oh, well, I could just move it a centimeter of an inch or this or that, or I could just change it a tiniest tint of a shade. You know what I mean? But isn't that, I mean, technically at some point.
Yeah, in here I have land of infinite variety in parentheses bull crap
Yeah,
because that's bull crap.
that's
Yeah.
true. Well, actually, maybe, I mean, you probably could. Could you make infinite colors? I don't know.
I know they're like every once in a while I'll be like, oh, scientists discovered a new color. I don't know. Or like
Yeah.
named a new one. I don't know.
But I was like, Nebraska, is that, no, it was
South Dakota.
South Dakota. They have limited resources.
Yeah.
So it's not infinite.
Absolutely.
Their resources are limited. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
But
they also had at one point the Sunshine State, and then they gave that up to Florida, obviously.
yeah.
As we previously stated, Florida is the Sunshine State.
That's California.
That's Florida.
Okay.
California's the Golden State.
Okay. 49ers.
Yeah. So, the Sunshine State is funny to just like in South Dakota, which is like a middle of nowhere Midwest state.
Again,
Be
that's
like,
clickbait. They're trying to, yeah.
we're the Sunshine State, guys. Come over here.
They're trying to catfish us over there.
Yeah.
It's an old Greenland trick.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And then finally, number 1 of interesting secondary nicknames, we have Wisconsin, which is the Trader State. And I'm not talking trader as in we
Trader
trade
Joe's.
goods or
Yeah.
Trader Joe's. I'm talking trader as in traders of the state, and of United States of America. And I did do some research on this one, and they got that name because they took a lot of convincing to vote to go to war for World War I. And yeah, so people started calling them the Trader State. I've never heard that before. I looked this up, so I don't think it's something that happens anymore. But it is interesting that they were known as that at one point. So, yeah, I mean, we've already gotten too political this episode, so we're not going to get into World War I. But, yeah, to be known as the Trader State is pretty heavy. And, like, based on a decision of a congressman. You know.
Yeah. And you said World War One is mostly the U.S. wanting involved because some U-boats were sunk.
Yeah. No. Well, the U-boats sunk United States ships.
Oh.
U-boats are German U-boats. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, U-boats personally don't scare me.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of vowels,
Yeah.
ones I don't use that often.
Yeah.
If it was E-boats or A-boats, I-boats,
I'd be upset.
yeah.
Yeah.
But U-boats, I don't know.
I can do without U's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my last 3 categories here are my favorite ones. I have iconic ones. Like, these are known. You've heard these before. Honorable mention, first of all, goes to Texas as the Lone Star State.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say
sorry.
I gotta guess these now.
Yeah, sorry.
If I know them.
All right, what's Texas?
The big state. The Lone Star State.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't
good
think
job.
that's the first thing I would have come up with.
Oh,
but
really?
when you say it, I'm like, I definitely knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Georgia.
The Peach State.
Boom. Iconic. The
Yeah.
Peach State. Minnesota. I might have to give you a hint on this one, but once I give you the hint, it'll be obvious.
The Lake State.
Yeah, land of 10,000 lakes.
Mm.
That's like their.
I was thinking like land of 5 big lakes,
Yeah.
but 10,000 lakes, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They don't have 10,000 Great Lakes, but supposedly they have 10,000 lakes.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty cool. That's iconic. Like, you see that on their license plates. If you know anything about Minnesota, they're the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
wonder,
it's a pretty cool name too.
do you think the butter, Land O'Lakes, originates there?
Maybe. Probably, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
go with yes, it does. Without any knowledge as to if that's a fact or not. So you heard it here first. That's where Land of Lakes is from. Land
Yeah.
of Lakes. Yeah. And then number 1, probably most iconic, New York.
The Big Apple.
No.
The city that
Apple's-
never sleeps.
Yeah. Well, that's the city. We're talking about the whole state.
New York. I don't know.
The Empire State.
Oh.
You've heard that?
The state building, I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. But you've heard of the Empire State before, right?
Yeah. I've heard of the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Empire State of Mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Excelsior is like their other thing.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was like a suburb of New York.
What?
Excelsior.
No, it's like their.
I thought it was like one of the like
No,
their provinces. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's big, so they, you know.
no, it's their tagline. It's like, it's another language for something. It's like, let me see if I have it in my taglines.
Yeah, see if you can pull it up.
Part
I'd
of
be
the notes
interested.
here.
Excelsior. Sounds like success.
I'll look it up quick. Latin word meaning ever upward or higher. It's like their thing, though. It's on their
Yeah.
license plates. I've heard it plenty of
Because
times.
their buildings are tall? Why?
Because it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
keep moving forward.
Ever upward, higher.
It's like Meet the Robinsons. Keep moving forward. They just like want to keep going, keep pushing, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Move. I've heard it before. I've spent a good deal of time in the state of New York, so you know I've seen it. So you'll have to pardon my French on this next category. These are the 3 most badass nicknames.
Oh.
Yeah. So number 3, Iowa, the Hawkeye State. Pretty sick. At
Yeah.
first, I was like, "Is this gonna go into random?"
Right.
And then I looked it up. It's named after a couple really cool Native Americans.
Oh.
My people. Not true. But a couple. Yeah, I don't have their names written down, but I think
Yeah.
one of them is Hawkeye.
Also, I know that from college football.
Yep.
Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yep. Which is a really cool
Yeah.
name.
Cool logo.
Yep.
Black and yellow. Very fun.
So the Hawkeye State, pretty sick. Virginia. So,
I know this one.
oh wait, before you go
I
in,
think.
my second and first are both ones that don't follow the land of or the
Right.
blank state. So it's kind of like a cheat code to get on the most badass, but both of them are really sick. So Virginia,
Virginia is for lovers.
no.
That's their slogan. That's their tagline.
Yeah, but it's not their nickname. Like these
Okay.
are like their nickname
All
and
right.
their official nickname, and I'm sure that's listed somewhere,
Yeah.
but might not be their official one.
I would say it's not that cool, but I like it.
No, I love it.
I
Yeah,
think it's fun.
it's probably it's like isn't it on their license plate?
Yeah, I
Or-
think so.
Yeah. So, and that was another thing I was seeing when I was going through mottos is a lot of them their official motto isn't necessarily the one that's on their license plate, which is interesting. But Virginia, their official nickname is the Old Dominion, which I think is pretty cool. That's like it's got weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of weight to it, Alaska, in my opinion, is the number one coolest nickname, the Last Frontier, which is sick. I think if I were really thinking about it, the Last Frontier would be space.
Yeah.
But
The final frontier. I think that's what they call it.
yeah.
So it's like,
I think Alaska is really cool as the last frontier. I think it is the last frontier when you think about, like, at least United States of America. It's the most untouched state out of any of
yeah.
them.
You think it was the last European descended part of?
I think it was actually the first. Like, that's how the first people came over, is from Russia to Alaska, because there used to be a bridge.
Can't call it the last frontier then.
Yeah, but like
It's the first thing people found.
yeah, but not like
Yeah.
discovered and fully like.
That's what I was
Frontiered.
saying. Europeans. I'm saying
Well,
like
I'm not saying not.
New Age.
It's definitely the last one to be like figured out and like populated
Yeah.
for a long period of time, and like
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even like South America, you think they made it all the way down to like the tip of Chile before they made it up to Alaska?
But I'm talking United States of America. As far as the United States of America, it's the last frontier of the United States of America.
Yeah.
At least until we get all of Canada.
We're coming for you, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that 90% of the Canadian population lives within like 100 miles of the U.S. border.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah. Like a bunch of the cities are like right.
Maybe it's not 100 miles. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's
It's pretty close.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like Toronto is pretty much.
I was tempted to say 10. I was like, that's not right
Yeah.
for sure.
I've heard Toronto is just pretty much a United States city and like is exactly the same. I mean, except for like some of the laws and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, they're pretty much American.
I know. We even gave
They're-
them basketball.
Yeah, they're also closer. Like, I've heard people say before, like, give Canada Maine, we'll take Toronto. It's whatever. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's like a little bit of a drive though.
Yeah.
I've been past Toronto. I've never been in it. But
Okay. Yes, and then finally, these are the coolest ones. They're not necessarily badass, but they're pretty cool. Number 3, it had to have a spot on the list somewhere. Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. It's the coolest for me. One of the coolest for me, probably just because I live there. But like, it is cool. Like, when you think of what a keystone is,
Mhm.
we're the thing that holds all this together. We're the
Yep.
key to what's going on here. Wyoming. Do you know this one?
No.
The Cowboy State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, yee-haw.
Yeah.
We're the Cowboy State.
I think their football team is also the Cowboys or something like that, or their college team.
Oh.
Anyways.
Wyoming. I think they're Buffalo. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. New Mexico, number 1 and coolest. Land of Enchantment. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're enchanted.
That's kind of weird. I don't like that one.
Yeah, you don't like that one?
No.
All right.
The Enchanted Forest. It's given like Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd really want that for a state I live in.
Yeah. I like it. It's like they've got a sense of whimsy.
Yeah.
New Mexico, land of enchantment.
Yeah. Feels like you're under a spell or something.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Mm.
I mean, it depends what kind of spell we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm enchanted when I come here. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I'm hocus pocus, dark
Right.
magic,
Wow.
whatever. Maybe it is more like that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Land of enchantment.
It's all right. Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. Overrated.
Yeah. I like New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Live free or die.
Which brings us into the second thing I wanted to talk
Okay, I
about.
thought you were done. And I was like, you never mentioned it.
No. Well,
Okay.
New Hampshire is not their nickname.
That's
or
their
Live Free or
slogan?
Die is not their nickname. That's their motto.
Okay.
So I would say like some states are more known for their mottos than their nicknames.
Yeah.
Others are more known for their nickname than their motto.
Mm.
Some states are not known for either of them because they both suck. There were a lot that I didn't mention there that were just kind of like whatever. When it comes to the nicknames. But here, state mottos are pretty interesting. They can be really severe, like New Hampshire, live free or die. That's like,
Yeah. Live free or die trying.
yeah,
What?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I have this kind of broken up into another couple categories. The two that I really want to highlight are we have
The prisons in New Hampshire are just empty.
yeah.
That's kind of dark, but yeah.
It is. I have the three, what I would say is the most chill state mottos, and the three most severe or like
Right.
out there.
Sure.
So number 3 for most severe, I have South Carolina. Their their official one is Latin, and I'm gonna try and say it. It's Dum Spiro Sparrow, which is pretty cool.
Dumb Sparrow.
Dum Spiro Sparrow. While I breathe, I hope. There's still a chance.
Yeah.
If I'm breathing, there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, also Latin. Enze petit placidum sub libertate quietum.
I mean,
I am trying to pronounce it as bad as I can, but I don't know how to pronounce it correctly anyway. So
yeah, something about liberty quietly. I don't know.
yeah. By the sword we seek peace, but peace only under liberty. By the sword we seek peace, but peace only under liberty.
You know what, Massachusetts? The world is your oyster,
Yeah.
and you can take it by the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying right here.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, by the sword we seek peace, by peace only under liberty. Number 1, obviously, New Hampshire, live free or die. We've been talking about it. It's iconic. If you've ever seen a New Hampshire license plate, you know this one.
Yeah.
It's on their license plate. And it's like, I remember the first time seeing it being like, hey, yo, like, live free or die. You're like, really?
Yeah.
You're just driving around with that on the back of your car?
It's really funny what these states try to claim. Like,
yeah.
so I was on our way here, actually. All right, no. Well, anyways, driving today.
Yeah.
I saw an Ohio state plate, and it had like 30 different phrases and things on it, like kind of in the background, like kind of written lightly. And the top one that was most legible was first in aviation. And I was like, isn't North Carolina first in flight?
Yeah.
Because of the Wright brothers?
Yeah.
So I guess like they developed aviation after the first flight, I guess.
I remember
Okay, Ohio.
one state says, oh, we were the first to do like flying because the Wright brothers were from that state, but they did it in North Carolina. I think it might be Ohio.
Yeah, that's like a real stretch, Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? We'll give it to them. They needed something.
They need something. So we'll go into most chill here. Third most chill, meaning it's the third most from being the chillest. Third closest to chillest. Georgia. Theirs is wisdom, justice, and moderation. Which there are a bunch that have like kind of like it's just like three kind of buzzwords for
Yeah.
like being American.
I was going to guess Georgia's is sweet peach cobbler.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's funny that moderation is one of their like this is our motto. This is what we're saying
Right.
defines Georgia. Being chill,
Yeah.
being level.
Right.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, New York is like, Excelsior!
Yeah, higher, ever, onwards, up, up, go, go, go.
Yeah, yeah.
Georgia, wisdom, moderation. We're chill. New Mexico. Crescit iundo, Latin. For it grows as it goes. It is what it is. That's what I read that as.
A Cresto Amundo. Guardium Leviosa. All these kind of sound like spells.
They do, yeah.
Well,
I think
I mean,
spells
New
were-
Mexico's getting enchanted one
Yeah.
way or the other.
Yeah, sure.
Is that the one that was enchanted?
It was Land of Enchantment.
Yeah.
And to your point, they sound Latin because they based like the spells off of Latin words.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Like
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
they're both Latin, so they sound similar.
Right, right.
Yes, and then finally, the chillest, the illest, the coolest is Washington, which is Alki or Alki, which is a language that I don't think is Latin, but I forget which one it is. And it means by and by, which I think is you're able to read that as it is what it is, even more than you're able to read that from it grows as it goes.
Mm.
Because like it grows as it goes is still implying some sort of growth and movement and like, change.
Yeah.
Washington, by and by, is what it is.
Yeah. Live and let live.
Yeah.
The other day I had the song Live and Let Die going through my head.
He used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. And in this crazy world that we're living, so live and let die. Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I was like, that's like kind of depressing. Live and let live is like, hey, they can do their thing, I'll do my thing. No need to make a hassle out of it. But like live and let die, you're like,
I think
yeah,
that's-
I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to let them die.
Yeah,
I'm not helping them out. That's terrible.
that is terrible.
Yeah.
Live and let die. That's like I'm gonna do my own thing. If you die, cool. It's fine with me.
If
I
you
don't
die,
care.
you die.
Yeah.
If you die in real life, you die for real. What was that?
What?
I always think, shout out to Talia. She had that
Oh, yeah.
photo that kept on coming up on Photo Roulette when we played that. It said, like, when you die in Canada, you die in real life.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
Someone send this to Talia.
Yeah. What's up, Talia? So, then I have a couple other ones we'll just gloss through here real quick. There are a bunch of states that had one-worders, which were funny. Number 4, Wisconsin. Forward. Kind of in the similar vein of Excelsior.
Yeah.
And these are like they're one word in English. They're like
Yeah.
because sometimes whatever. They'll have a one word in Latin that means a bunch of stuff. But
Right.
it's like in English, this is the one word, this is our motto. Utah. Industry.
Yeah.
All right. Rhode Island. Hope. Texas is a one word. Give us a guess what we think the one word for Texas is. This is our motto. This is what we're staking. This is what it means to be Texas.
Bigger.
No.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That would be my guess. knowing that their state is the Lone Star State,
Mm-hmm.
does that change your guess?
Star.
No. It is friendship,
Mm.
which honestly is kind of the opposite of being the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
Like Lone Star State, we're the Lone Star State. We're by ourselves. We're out there. We're Texas. We're doing friendship. We'll be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny.
I have a.
Now, I will say real quick,
Yeah.
I went to Texas in 2017. They were very friendly people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was mostly with family, but like to visit family. But like everybody we met was really cool. So
I have some close friends in Texas.
what? Sorry.
I have some close friends in Texas.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will say that has been my experience in most places that I've traveled. I've never
Yeah.
gone anywhere and been like, man, the people there sucked.
Yeah.
I find friends pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People are awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of the one that you just said, where it's like their word was hope.
Uh-huh.
Rhode
Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island, hope. I had a. We'll call him a colleague,
All right.
a friend,
Sure.
associate. He's alright.
I've had those.
Yeah.
Everybody's had those.
Yeah, and he was dating this sweet girl named Hope for a long time, and this and that, whatever. And then they broke up, and next time I saw him, I was like, I heard you're hopeless, brother. I was like, you ain't got no hope.
Yeah.
He's like, brother.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's
So-
like funny, like having there's a lot of names like that. There's like love exists, faith is a popular one.
Yep.
It's just be funny to like be
Joy.
like joy. Yeah, heard you don't have any joy. Heard you don't have joy anymore.
Yeah. Heard you're a joyless individual.
Heard you're faithless.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All out of faith. These were like kind of the most whatever. Like, all right. Like if you were to say this is our motto, I'd be like, cool, dude.
Yeah.
Montana, oro y plata, gold and silver. Okay.
That's Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Does that change anything for you?
No.
Okay.
I still find that to be whatever.
Yeah.
Also, it's Montana. There's no Spanish people in Montana.
Well, not none.
I guarantee you nobody in Montana speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know. I'm sure there's not none. but
Yeah.
Indiana, the crossroads of America. Okay. Also, like, not the most center state.
Mm-hmm.
Dirijo. Oh, sorry, Maine.
What?
The state of Dirijo. Maine, I think this is Latin, Dirijo, and it means I lead. You lead what, Maine? They're technically
They're the
like,
top.
Yeah,
They're leading us to Canada.
you're leading us like the earth is spinning west to east, right? Because the sun rises in the east.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you lead America's orbit.
Yeah. That's something.
But I guarantee you that's not what they were thinking.
No. Yeah. I mean, they were thinking like we're innovative. We're
Yeah.
the leaders of this country.
Right.
And then they're just like, all right, we'll change it to something else.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They should be the lobster state.
Yeah. If there's anybody that leads the
Cranberry state.
state, yeah. It's like,
Both of those are better than that one.
well, this isn't their state,
Okay.
but this is their motto.
We have cranberries. That's a good motto.
Yeah, sure. That's better than I lead.
Yeah.
Like, if there's any state that leads, like maybe New York, since there's the most people there, and like a lot of the politics, like there's a whole bunch of like, I don't know, or like Washington D.C. is not a state, but like they would lead the country technically because that's where Congress and President and Supreme Court are. Maine,
Right now, though.
right? Not right now. They all went home. But I wonder what Washington D.C. is like in a government shutdown. Never know. I'll never know. I mean, I could drive down there tomorrow. I got nothing to do tomorrow. Anywho, I'm not going to.
You can't drive.
That too. Which we'll get into that in a second.
Well, yeah.
I'm about finished here. I have two more categories here, and then we'll never talk about states again ever. So I have these ones. These are the 5 that recognize God. Like, I've always found it interesting that USA, one of their their tagline, it's on the money, is "In God We Trust." It kind of highlights that at one point, like, the founding fathers were like trying to build the country on like Christian values and stuff like that. And no matter what your opinion on that, that is a part of our history that that happened. And I mean, I would consider United States obviously has a huge population of Christians, but they have a much greater population of not Christians. And I would say in our country's politics and whatnot, Christian values are hotly debated and not at all agreed upon by everybody. And so it's interesting. I find it to be interesting that still on our money that's printed every day is "In God We Trust." And on these mottos, these are the official state mottos of these countries or states. That, yeah, they recognize God. Number 5, South Dakota. Under God, the people rule.
That'd be funny to be like, we rule, like not as in like
Yeah.
as in rulers, but just
Yeah.
be like, yeah, we're pretty cool.
Yeah. The people rule in South Dakota.
Yeah.
Under God.
Yeah, under God, these people rule.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh.
Number 4, Ohio. With God, all things are possible. Which is just a verse from the Bible.
Yeah.
That's Jeremiah something whatever, where they say, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me."
Yeah. I think also too I think that might be one of the most misquoted verses of all time.
Yeah.
I think that specific verse, isn't it like in it's in one of the gospels. It could be in multiple, but he was talking about what would it take for a rich man to go to heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And he says a camel would have to go through the eye of a needle. He said, okay.
Yeah.
And then he said, with man, this would be impossible, but with God, all things are possible. So he's talking about the salvation of a person.
Right.
I think the sentiment is still true, but I think sometimes people use it for like I can't buy a car, but with God, all things are possible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's like, whereas like originally he was saying like, can a person with like a lot of value like find salvation? And be like, by himself, probably not.
Yeah.
But like through God, all things are possible.
Yeah. But what do we know?
Yeah.
Kentucky. Deo gratiam habemus. Let us be grateful to God. That is their official motto.
Oh yeah.
That's paired with their other official motto, because they seem to be able to have 2.
Okay. Shout out.
Can't have 2 Kentucky, but they do. United we stand, divided we fall. Which is, again, on the severe side. If we're together, we're standing. If we're not, falling. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, Kentucky. Are you a Sith? Florida. Completely jacking America here. In God we trust.
Yeah, come on.
Can't steal that from America. Arizona. Ditat Deus. God enriches. So, yeah, I find that to be very interesting.
That's cool.
The history there of a lot of the beginnings of our country being founded with Christian beliefs and intentions. So, very interesting part of our history, and it is interesting how our current politics and state of our country is dealing with that. So, yep. And then What?
We got to bring back powdered wigs.
Yeah, absolutely we do. Finally, we have the funniest
Mottos.
here. First, we have an honorable mention to Puerto Rico. It's not a state, but their motto is "John is his name."
I think it's Juan. Juan. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Which we looked it up, and that's referencing John the Baptist,
Oh,
which is why I was like, "How'd you know that?"
interesting.
When you said about John the Baptist earlier.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I forget exactly the reason, but we looked it up, and it was like something about St. John the Baptist Church was like one of the first one to get over there when there were people there, and like when it became an American colony, like the priest was like super popular, and like John is his name,
Yeah.
something like that.
Juan es su nombre.
Yeah, it's just funny that our motto is John is his name.
Yeah.
And if you have no Christian context to that, it's like,
Even with a Christian context, I'm like, who?
yeah, why are we making our whole thing about John the Baptist? you
That's
know?
funny.
Yeah. So, third in funniest, Oklahoma. Labor conquers all things. Just work harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is their phrase. You got a
Yeah.
problem? Work harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 14-hour day. Oh, you think that's hard? Try 16 hours.
Yeah.
Then tell me. Then you'll conquer it.
Mm-hmm. Minnesota. L'Etre du Nord. The Star of the North. I find this to be very prideful and in turn very funny.
Well,
we
maybe
are the Star of the North.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to be like, instead of being like the Texas of the North,
Right.
they were trying to be like, we're
Oh,
the
yeah.
Star of the North. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like
see
the
what you're saying.
Pennsylvania of the West. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're the Star of the North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, that, like, we're the best thing in the north of the United States.
Yeah. The North Star.
Yeah.
Why didn't they say that?
Yeah.
That
I don't know.
it's a nice wordplay.
Yeah. I find that to be very prideful and in turn funny.
Yeah.
Number one, this is just the funniest thing. Michigan. If you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you. Yeah. Which I think is also translated from some Latin. For whatever reason, this is the one I didn't have the Latin written down on.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. If you seek a pleasant peninsula, you're here, brother. Look around.
Yeah. Florida could also use that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'd probably be more
Pleasant.
yeah, and more pertinent. I mean, it'd be a little muggy, but
Sure.
it'd be
Yeah. All right. That concludes my state talk. That was very long. If you stuck through all of that, you're goated.
yeah.
We love you.